Hi, my name is Bonnie Rabb. I am a registered nurse in the Pediatric Neurology Outpatient Clinic. I've been a nurse for the last 27 years. I moved to South Carolina about 6.5 years ago and began my career here at MUSC. I started working in the Pediatric Neurology Clinic about 4.5 years ago. This is a fairly large clinic and we see 4,700 patients approximately per year, with a large majority of them having some type of seizure disorder. When I first came, I noticed that we really didn't have any specific educational material that we gave our patients. So I found a seizure first aid guideline, revamped it, put our contact phone number on there, the physicians after our emergency number, and we started handing them out to our patients. After a while, I noticed that there was a large number of follow-up visits that were emergency room visits. And when I would ask the families why they felt like they had to go to the emergency room, a lot of times they admitted that they had lost a handout that we had given them in clinic. They were a little overwhelmed by all the information they got in clinic, and they were basically pretty scared. So then I started thinking, what can I do for my patient and families so that, they wouldn't feel as scared in a time of emergency. So I came up with the idea that a refrigerator magnet might be the way to go because your refrigerator always stays in the same place. And so what I did was I designed a magnet and I had it approved by director. Once she did approve it, then I applied for a grant. And I applied for the Yes campaign and I was awarded a grant to get 1,000 magnets made. I gave an in-service to my fellow nurses and CMAs. Once we got them, we started handing these magnets out. We documented in Epic so that we can track these people. And then in about 10 months, we'd given out the whole 1,000 magnets. And it made me realize that I really needed to write another grant. I decided with this next grant, though, that I really needed to include our Hispanic population because we've noticed an increase in our Hispanic patients recently. So I wrote another grant to the MUHA Giving Back campaign, and I was awarded grant money to fund another 1,000 magnets in English, and we also had 200 magnets made in Spanish, and I worked with our interpreter service department here to get those translated. Once we got the new set of magnets, we started giving them out. We do track them, like I said, in Epic as well. And then approximately a year after the first implementation of the magnets, we did a ER visit survey. And the data analysts here at MUSC tracked our patients, and they found out that the magnets were able to reduce the ER visits by 50%. And then the unnecessary ER visits actually went down by 58%, which showed that some of our patients that did go, they actually did need to be seen. Also, it showed that there was a P 0.05 reduction in the total ED visits, which they said was statistically significant. And I also did a patient survey for the parents to find out if they felt the magnets were helpful. And there was a overall great 95%. Everybody felt that the magnets were very, very helpful. It's been great, providing information for these parents, and it makes them feel safer at home taking care of their children with these complex needs.